No runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. And once again, a large crowd has come out full of the question, is he for real? And once again, the large crowd is 1 inning away from getting another shocking answer. But standing in the way of Fernando Valenzuela is Doug Flynn, Frank Taveras, and then Lee Mazzilli. Flynn is hitting .346, flied to right, flied to center, and single to center in the 7th inning. Flynn second in the league in slugging percentage, which comes as quite a shock. 6th in the league in batting average. And tied for 3rd with triples. Screwball. Valenzuela has 10 strikeouts. Curveball. And the count 0-2 on Flynn. There's really not much left to say about this young man, is there? One and two. Got him. That's 11 strikeouts for Fernando Valenzuela. And maybe the features were not on the front page. But boy, if he keeps this up tonight, he'll make front page tomorrow. Here's Taveras with 1 out. 11 strikeouts. Taveras came in as a pinch hitter for Mike Scott in the 7th inning, then stayed in. Ball 1, big overhand breaking ball. Taveras stole second, but stayed there. Frank hitting .211. Screwball bunted, but Say was playing shallow. Over to Garvey. Fernando Valenzuela is 1 out away, 1 single puny out away from another shutout. You know, the record for most shutouts by a rookie is 8. The National League record 7. And then there is Fernando. Lee Mazzilli singled, walked, flied to center, and struck out. Ball 1. Ball 2, 2-0. Mike Jorgensen, left-hand hitter, is on deck. Jorgensen hit a home run in the victory against the Giants. 2-0 to Mazzilli. Fastball missed. Fernando's made a lot of pitches tonight. 3-0 to Lee Mazzilli. Fastball popped in the air, foul. Garvey, I think, has a play. And Fernando has his 5th shutout. Unbelievable. Look at Pepe Frias. Look at Pepe. I can't believe it. It is the most puzzling, wonderful, rewarding thing I think we've seen in baseball in many, many years. It is puzzling because after all these years looking at this game, I know how tough it is. I know how tough it was for even the best who ever played it. And somehow this youngster from Mexico with a pixie smile on his face. Acts like he's pitching batting practice in Mexico, and turns in his 5th shutout. He is now 7-0, 9-0 in his career, and he is the talk of the baseball world in English and Spanish and any other language that's close at hand. Fernando Valenzuela, and you bet he'll be on the postgame show. Now for Jerry Doggett and Ross Porter, Vin Scully. Stay tuned for the Dodger postgame show coming right up. The Dodger postgame show. Stay with us. We'll bring you highlights of tonight's game. We'll take you down to the field for an interview with Fernando Valenzuela, and we'll bring you scores of all the other Major League ball games. The large crowd here at Shea Stadium, I think, experiencing the feeling that is growing with all of us watching Valenzuela every 5th game. We see it, we understand it and believe it, but we can't imagine how he can keep doing it, and particularly tonight, because a lot of people are leaving the stadium, I'm sure, still thinking of his troubles in the first 3 innings and thinking he didn't look that good. No, and he wound up pitching a shutout and striking out 11. Jaime Jarrín is down there with Fernando, and let's go to Ross.
Thank you, Vin. Well, the Jets are still roaring over coming out of LaGuardia tonight, but it was Fernando Valenzuela who made the big noise at Shea Stadium. Jaime Jarrín asked him if he felt that the first 3 innings tonight, when the Mets got the 8 base runners on against him, was the toughest stretch he's had so far since coming to the National League.
Desea saber si los 3 primeros innings en que 8 metropolitanos envasaron han sido los innings más difíciles para ti desde que viniste a los Dodgers.
Bueno, así es. Al principio pues tenía problemas con el control. Pues no sé por qué sería que pues estaba muy parado, o así me dijo el coach Fernando.
Yes, I don't know why, but I didn't have any control in the first 3 innings. I think I didn't have a rhythm. I think I wasn't releasing the baseball the way that I should. My coach, Peranowski, told me in between innings that I was too erect and didn't follow through very well.
It didn't appear in the early innings that his screwball was working. Did he make some adjustment from about the 4th inning on with the screwball?
Parecía que en los primeros 3 innings tu lanzamiento de tira buzón o screwball no estaba trabajando bien. ¿Hiciste algún arreglo a partir del 4º inning para que trabajara mejor?
Bueno, sí, en los primeros 3 innings pues el screwball se estaba yendo muy para afuera, y pues como me dijo el coach Peranowski que estaba yendo para un lado, estaba cayendo mal, pues ya después empecé a soltarme más y pues me dio resultado porque después empecé a tirar los strikes.
Yes, at the beginning of the game, my screwball wasn't working. It was going too much outside. I couldn't control the screwball, but Peranowski told me that I should keep trying, and after the 4th inning, I was controlling better.
When he pitched in San Francisco, he felt that was the coldest night he'd ever seen in baseball. Was this a colder night in New York?
Cuando lanzaste en San Francisco, ¿pensaste que esta fue la noche más fría que habías lanzado? ¿O esta noche aquí en Nueva York hacía más frío que en San Francisco? ¿Tú recuerdas?
Bueno, no, sí estaba haciendo un poco de frío aquí, pero donde he pichado más es más frío es San Francisco.
Yes, it was cold tonight, but I think that it was colder in San Francisco.
He got Dave Kingman 3 times on strikes and also got him on the double play in the 1st inning. Had he heard of Dave Kingman? Did he know about his reputation?
Dice que ponchaste 3 veces a Dave Kingman y otra vez le hiciste que bateara para doble matanza en el primer inning. ¿Tú conocías la fama de gran bateador de poder de Kingman?
Bueno, así es. Había oído pues que es bastante poder, y pues en el primer inning tuve cuidado pues le piché con más cuidado que a los demás bateadores. Tenía 3 hombres en base y un out. Pero ya después, digamos, empecé a tirar más recta y el screwball.
Yes, I knew about Kingman. I knew that he's a power hitter, and that's why in the 1st inning I was more careful with him. I pitched him with more attention than the other ball players. and I was lucky to get a double play there. And afterwards, I used my screwball against him very well.
Jaime, what was Fernando's feeling about coming to the city of New York and being able to pitch here with so many people in this, one of the world's great population centers?
¿Cuál ha sido tu impresión al venir aquí a la ciudad de Nueva York, a esta gran urbe, y lanzar ante esta gran cantidad de aficionados al béisbol en una de las ciudades más famosas del mundo?
Me sentí bien, digamos, pues sí, realmente es una ciudad muy grande, por lo que me han dicho, porque yo no conocía aquí, pero digamos, piché igual que en las otras ciudades que me tocó lanzar.
Yes, I was very impressed with the city. I don't know much about the city, but I have heard about New York very much. And ¿qué dijiste la última parte?
Bueno, pues que se me hizo igual, digamos, como en todas las otras plazas. O sea, me sentí confiado, igual que como lancé en otros lugares.
I had lots of confidence in myself. I knew about the city, but I pitched the way that I always pitch, and I was successful tonight.
Congratulate him for us, and tell him that we'll have to do this on a regular basis.
Dice que te felicita mucho y que ojalá sigas haciendo la segunda base regular.
Bueno, muchas gracias y pues vamos a tratar de seguir haciéndolo igual, si no es igual, pues vamos a tratar de hacerlo. Y también, pues, digamos, otro triunfo que obtuve, también, pues, le agradezco a todos mis compañeros que me ayudaron.
It was very nice, and I am going to try pitching the way that I have been pitching, but I would like to thank my teammates because they have been playing very, very well behind me.
Gracias, Fernando. Thank you, Jaime Jarrín. Fernando Valenzuela has been our guest. We'll have more from Shea Stadium, New York, right after this. Okay, thank you.